Hi there. Today's Coop Wisdom is about how to breed better birds by understanding and improving body capacity. Welcome to another bonus episode of the Poultry Keepers Podcast, where passionate keepers like you get the knowledge you need to raise healthy, productive, and profitable flocks. Hi, I'm Rip Stalvey, and today we're diving into a critical but often misunderstood topic in poultry evaluation, and that is body capacity. Now, whether you're selecting birds for meat, eggs, or long term flock health, understanding body capacity can dramatically change the way you breed and manage your bird. So grab a cup of coffee and let's talk poultry. Body capacity refers to the internal volume of a bird's torso, specifically the space available to the heart, lungs, liver, digestive organs, and reproductive tract. It's a structural trait, not just a matter of weight or bulk. A bird with good body capacity has a wide chest, a broad, deep keel, adequate width across the shoulders and the pelvis, and enough depth and breadth to support strong internal function. In simpler terms, body capacity tells us how well a bird is physically built to process and digest feed, lay eggs, grow muscle, and maintain health under stress. How do we measure body capacity? Well, unlike traits like comb type or leg color, body capacity is measured by using your hands. Here's what you look for during evaluation. 1. The width between the legs. Place your hand between the thighs while holding the bird. A wide set stance with ample space between the legs tells you a bird has a roomy abdominal cavity. Number 2. Depth of keel. The keel should extend down the body with adequate depth. A shallow keel may indicate restricted internal space. Number 3. The length of the keel bone. Run your fingers along the keel. A longer keel generally indicates more body length, translating into greater feed and organ capacity. Number 4, you want width across the shoulders. Birds with broad shoulders tend to have more space internally and more room to develop muscle. Number 5, spring of rib. This refers to how the rib cage curves outward. More spring means more room for internal organs and better lung capacity. Now, these are hands-on traits, which means you truly can't evaluate them in a photo or from a distance. It takes a combination of observation, handling, and experience. Now, let's talk about why it matters, because this is not just about pretty birds or show wins. A bird with body capacity can typically convert feed more efficiently, sustain high egg production without burning out, and withstand stress from weather, molting, or breeding. They also grow faster and reach market weight more efficiently. And in the case of males, they can cover more hens while staying in good condition. So think of it like this. You're not just raising birds, you're raising biological systems. Or to put it another way, a bird with more internal capacity has a more powerful engine under the hood. In dual purpose breeds, this trait becomes even more essential. You want hens that can lay well and males that have enough structure and muscling to yield a decent carcass. And that all starts with selecting for structural body capacity. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. How do you breed birds to improve body capacity in future generations? Here's some proven strategies for you. Number 1, start with your best females. Remember, the hen is half the genetic, so pick females that are wide, deep, and full bodied, but also productive. Number 2, select cockerels with good shoulder width and strong keels. A narrow or shallow male won't pass along the mass you need. Watch how they grow. Evaluate early and late. And remember, bigger and heavier isn't always better. Number 3, cull narrow or slab-sided, also known as flat-sided birds. No matter how flashy their feathers are or how perfect their comb, If the body capacity isn't there, remove those birds from your breeding program. Number 4, track the bird's growth over time. A bird that starts out broad and deep should stay that way through maturity. Weighing, measuring, and handling birds regularly will help you identify those birds that you should keep. Also, keep detailed records. Track body dimensions, weights, and performance. This helps you make a data-driven decisions that can spot patterns across bloodlines. And lastly, line breed selectively. Breeding within a family line allows you to fix desirable traits like body capacity, but it also requires careful selection and honest culling. Now, finally, don't forget that nutrition and management have a role to play here too, because even the best genetics can't express their full potential if you're feeding poor quality feed or overcrowding your birds. Remember, body capacity is one of the clearest indicators of a bird's ability to thrive, reproduce, and pass on those traits to the next generation. Learning to evaluate and breed for this one trait can take your entire flock's productivity to a whole new level. If you found this episode helpful, how about sharing it with a fellow poultry keeper, especially someone who's serious about breeding better birds? And if you haven't already, subscribe to the Poultry Keepers Podcast for weekly episodes on genetics, nutrition, and management, and all the real talk you won't find in the feed store aisle. Our web address is www.thepoultrykeeperspodcast.com. Thank you for listening, and remember, keep learning, keep improving, and keep enjoying the birds you love. So long until next time.